If you'd like to learn a foolproof way on how to make perfect rice, keep watching. Hey everyone, so today we're going to learn a foolproof way on how to make white rice. So usually when people make white rice, it's usually either too soft or it's too hard and they really never get the right ratio of water to rice. So in this video, you'll learn how to combat that and put the right amount. So right now I'm just adding long grain white rice to a container, and I'm just adding whatever amount of rice that I want to use for today. So after adding the rice to the bowl, then we're gonna wash the rice. So in every Caribbean household, at least my household, we always wash the rice, and everyone should do that. So when you wash the rice, you want the water to run clear. So the method of washing the rice that I use is I'll add the water to the rice, and when I add the water to the rice, like I'm massaging the rice and like rubbing it between my fingers and then rinsing it out and adding the water and do the same thing over again. In my head, that just works faster for me, but maybe it's just all in my head. But we're gonna do this a couple times and rinse the rice until the water runs clear. So I'm just gonna speed this part up and get back to you. So you're gonna see me wash the rice about a couple times in the video. So I just want to talk about why I'm making this my first video. It's because I'm gonna make a lot of different rice recipes, and can't, if you don't know how to make plain white rice, then you're not gonna do well with the other recipes that I'm gonna show you. So yeah. So as you can see now that the water is clear, so this is good enough for me. And we're going to continue. So now that all the rice is washed, we're going to get the pot that we're going to use to make the rice, and we're going to add all that rice to the pot. So in order to know how much water to use now, we're going to look on our fingers. If you look on your finger, let's say your pointer finger, and the first line on your finger, that's about 1 inches. So we're going to get water, add it to the pot with the rice, and then you're going to dip your finger inside the pot and make sure your finger is on, make sure all the rice is flat, and make sure your finger is on top of the rice. So when you put your fingers on top of the rice, you want the water to hit that 1 inch mark. So the first line on your finger. If it's too little water, you're going to add more water until it hits that 1 inch mark, the first line on your finger. And once it hits that mark, you have the right amount of rice. So after that, we're gonna get salt and butter, and we're gonna flavor, season the rice basically. So I'm using sea salt. So you can add whatever amount of salt you like, and it's to your preference. So add the salt and then taste the water and see if it's enough salt for you. Then after you add the salt, we're gonna use butter. You can use any type of butter, vegan butter, non-vegan butter. I can believe it's not butter because that's the butter I have on hand. Um, and you're gonna put whatever amount of butter you would like to add to your rice. So, and this is also dependent on how much rice you're making. You don't want to add too much butter, but you don't want to add too little butter. And yeah. So now we're gonna put the pot on the stove, and we're gonna turn the pot on to medium high. After we turn it to medium high, we're gonna cover the pot and let it start to boil. When it starts boiling vigorously, we're gonna come back. So now that it's boiling vigorously, we're going to turn the stove all the way to low. So if your stove goes from 1 to 6, we're going to put it on 1. If it's from medium, low, high. We're going to put it all the way on low. So we're just going to stir the pot, make sure nothing is sticking, and then we're going to add either saran wrap, parchment paper, or foil paper. I usually use foil paper, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use parchment paper for this. So after you cover it with the parchment paper, you're going to add the lid to the pot, and we're gonna let it stay there for about 20 minutes. So after the 20 minutes, we're gonna come back and check on the rice, and it should be completely finished. If you feel that you need after the 20 minutes, if you need to add a little bit more water, you can add a little bit more water, and cover it and let it stay there for another 5 minutes. But everything should be finished after the 20 minutes. So it's been about 25 minutes, and the rice is completely cooked, and everything is perfect. So we're gonna, at this moment, we're just gonna stir the rice, and then after we stir everything around, we're just gonna taste the rice to make sure it's fine, but everything is cooked perfectly at this moment. So then we're just gonna turn the pot off, and that's it.